Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Fraud No Go here, and joining me is my second Crow Cell. What's up, dude?
Hi. I'm
Did you know?
Only the half-activated Crow Cell.
Oh, okay. Did you know that we have weapons of mass destruction here in Massacre Destruction? It's going to be some Massacre games. 3Crow and Btyb duked it out, and apparently the replays even worked, so that's how you know that it's absolutely phenomenal. This will be a new map. I've actually never seen it play, but it was 3Crow's monthly map crap. He asked me to port a map called Oil Flow. I decided to make a George Bushism out of it, and now here we go. We're going to see. We got a 3-game set here, and we'll probably do all of them in one.
Massacre the one that you had to kill for gas?
Yes, that's correct. 3Crow is up here.
I played one match of that.
Yes, it's very silly. So, as you can see here, there are no gas geysers. And that's very interesting to me. So, we'll see how that one actually takes shape. But we got 3Crow in the top left as the Tyrian Purple Protoss. Got that color right. And Btyb down here as the Light Olive Zerg. Oh, shit, it's Beaster Brown. God.
The L's keep coming.
Yeah. Hey,
I played Massacre a long time ago when I was still playing. That was against Btyb, I think. And
yeah, probably.
It was either Btyb or Bieber, but I'm pretty sure it was Btyb. And it was Zerg against Terran, and the first 20 minutes of the match were just traumatizing. He spent the entire match inside my base. He was inside my base with anchors and shit, and all I had was circuits. And he had Ancials and Phalanxes, and all I really had was Quasis. So anytime I tried to make anything else, I would usually die because he had detection. And somehow I managed to worm it was a very long, extremely silly match. Unfortunately, that was when replays didn't work with these game modes. So this, I think, is actually the first time that any of these will actually be casted. Oh, who is surprised to see 3Crow's first building? I'm not.
Well,
I'm not.
You know, he could be going for Simulacrum, and the reason I say that is because anytime you train a unit, you get 3 gas. Anytime you kill a unit, you get 3 gas. And
it used to be 1, didn't it?
Yes, it used to be 1. Probably when you played, it was 1.
Yes, it was agonizing to get tier 2, half an hour longer.
Yeah, Shambler was at one point was playing on Sideshow, and he made 500 Zethra cores and just kept burrowing them, and then was wondering why the game was lagging because they were all on top of each other. So I thought that was pretty funny. And so, eventually he figured it out.
I've seen that kind of behavior before.
And then, of course, you think to yourself, well, I'll just unburrow them and it'll fix. And no, that makes it decollide, my friend. Good fucking luck, brother. That lagged even worse. So Btyb is going to go ahead and scout the bottom right. The reason I bring up the Sim as an option, which it's not going to be, it's actually going to be a Vassal coming out here. And what better time to put the Quasis out here? 1 pair of Quasis will be more than enough to push that Vassal away. But if you go Sim, when the Sim splits due to its passive, its Auto Vitality passive, that gives you more gas as well. So you can use the Simulacrum to farm extra Vespene. Obviously, if Zerg somehow managed to make it all the way up to tier 2, they can use the Convolesque to spawn Rilla Rokors, and the Rilla Rokors also give you Vespene. So, in the meantime, you could go for a Zoryus, so you could go tactical Zoryus and just walk into the enemy defenses over and over again to farm
it's just
some
farming Sims in the other Btyb match.
yeah, the one on Pantheon it was.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That to me is peak form. It doesn't get really much better than that. Just unfiltered autism.
That's what we come to expect from not just the custom game modes or indeed in just silly players, but it's from the whole community overall. In fact, there's an FFA on the new The Turning game mode that you and I should cast at some point. We'll do that later on. Shambler
posts a few replays to cast through.
Yeah. Well, this Vassal is going to get a little bit of heckling, but the first blood will go to Btyb just before his Worker Scout gets absolutely tickled to death. So there you go. First extra Vespene. By the way, this does mean that you can feed your opponent in this game.
Yes.
Imagine Team Massacre games where you criticize your opponent for feeding the enemy. You can finally have your MOBA experience within Cosmonarchy. I love it.
It'll be Shambler's peak game mode because typing is a part of the MOBA experience.
What if you got 3 Vespene for every 30 chat messages? Shambler would just win.
Every curse word gives double the value too. So the more angry you make people, the more money you get.
I like that, yeah.
Hubsai and Shambler will be neck and neck for the top.
All right, here we go. The Vassals engage the Quasis in the middle of the map. And actually, I think this is supposed to favor Btyb a little bit there, but extra reinforcements came on in. And Now there's sort of 4 more Quasis that are going to come in and try to sync up with the Unburrow. I still think the Focus Fire here is going to favor the Protoss, especially with more reinforcements coming in there. A Battle Worker even joins the fight to reveal the Quasilisks. Oh my god. Well, there's one more that he hasn't seen yet.
Number 3 has escaped.
Oh, never mind. Oh my god, he's hunting him. He's Battle Worker hunting them. BTFO by the Battle Worker. I can't believe
the worker
it.
even has a kill.
Dude, that worker has dealt 20 damage. Well, there's 1 Spraith here, so that should cover the natural. I do like that we're seeing proxy or macro hatches for like the first time ever in a long time in the new meta.
Yeah,
so,
no Larvask here. It's that gas is precious.
That's right. And, you know, at this point, we can definitely see Btyb basically attempting to kill his opponent on his side of the map and maybe free up some ability to move across the map. Because remember, there's not that much static defense back there. I say that, of course, there are double and triple Warden coming in the main, but no Expo yet, right? So, and Btyb actually knows this because he's got 2 Quasis burrowed right there.
Yeah, they're just chilling out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knows, but the Shambler knows.
That's right. That's right. You know, there used to be a long time ago, once upon a time, there used to be a geyser there, but that was before they decided to play Massacre. Then it utterly was devastated. We've got galleries coming here. The road galleries, I'm assuming, are going to be for Vagrant spam because those are mineral-only units. I guess you could theoretically try to use some Kabbalah stuff. It's kind of interesting to imagine what people are going to use strategies for because as units die, they give you more Vespene. It's like all of a sudden, what do you do? Now this quasi stack is actually kind of dangerous here because 3 crit doesn't have that many vassals, surprisingly.
Yeah, the vassals are. Some of them are kind of injured too, but he's safe behind his wardens for now. But I mean, we've seen how terrifying mass quasis can be.
That's right.
Mass quasis counters Madrigal Cyclops. Like, eventually he can get enough of them to push this.
You know, the Mass Vassal and the Mass Quasi, this is like my 2 halves duking it out. See who can be...
This is the 2 Crow cells are fighting for supremacy over the Crow.
That's right, that's right.
It's like the Crow took a bite into some kind of narcotic trash can and is just like spazzing out on the floor as its brain cells fight to claim control over it. It's kind of what this is.
The question is, what is Btyb saving his Vespene for? He hasn't spent a lick of it yet. I guess he's just going to try to save the tier 2. But if I was him, I'd be adding more macro hatches, trying to saturate my worker line a little bit.
Yeah, I'd take advantage of this control he has here to take another base or 2.
Right.
Spamming quasis can be expensive when you gotta build like 20 hatches.
Yeah. Here come the Vagrants for the first time. Remember that some of those vassals are quite wounded, but the count is just too high at this point, I think. There's only 12 and falling Quasilisks, so... Although another thing that's a little bit neat about the Vagrants is that when they die, they turn into the Vagrant Shade. That gives you extra Vespene. And when they, you know, obviously that does give your opponent the opportunity to kill 2 units to get extra Vespene. So it's like, if you let them time out, you're actually like creepjacking your own unit. Oh, that just reminded me. You can deny you can last hit your own units to prevent the kill credit from going to your opponent. I just realized that.
This really is Dota.
Yeah, it really does turn it into a MOBA.
Why doesn't Luciferius live in this?
Yeah, that's right.
He would save himself so many brain cells.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. You know, I could foresee a Massacre ladder in the future once we get the regular ladder going. Or maybe this is the more important one. We'll find out.
Well, those Vagrants are getting a lot of mileage in because they're not really being attacked too much. They are squishy, but the damage is pretty high in this kind of a fight. That said, he finally got some Zats, so they're going to die terribly, and the Mass Vassals is forced to retreat. Meanwhile, both players have a lot of minerals. That's
right, especially Btyb, who could throw down extra hatches this way and that way. He's actually definitely run dry on the larva, so his Hydra's Den is done. I assume that's going to end up being for the Izira core. You know, I wouldn't hate if he decided to go for, say, like 6, 7 Hydras and do, like, ironically enough, a Hydra bust a little bit. They can deal with the Vassals from a much safer range. They can also engage on the Vagrants if they need to. And most crucially, they can step forward to snipe out Wardens. So I was just thinking about that if he decided to go for that angle. But
well,
for now...
Bactylisks would really shut down the dancing back and forth that he's been having problems with up to this point.
Now, 3Co's really struggling to get rid of this Zerg force over here, and it is just pure Quaseth for now. But we should definitely see a little bit of a change as 5 Izira cores are in production.
He's making battle workers.
Yeah, the double embassy over here. What's this for? Is he going to make artisans?
Yeah,
No, it's just regular
battle
scribes.
workers.
What does he need the scribes for? He's already at saturation in his
I don't know. Maybe he just really wants battle workers.
Yeah,
Btyb has uncovered secret battle worker factory.
indeed.
He's still so long from tier 2 though, but I think at the rate it's going, he may not need it.
Yeah, he definitely could saturate his bases a lot better, but he's done well to keep 3Crow contained. And 3Crow is just content to build more vassals, which, you know, you can hardly say is a problem. The Zero Cores are definitely going to help out with that vassal count, though, because of their bounce attack. You got to watch out for that. They're going to go ahead and deal some good splash damage over here. They're also a lot harder to bring down, and if you're able to burrow them or generally put them in the right spot, Zerg units regenerate faster while burrowed, so that helps. Now adding more pylons so he can extend his defensive wardens. Yeah.
He's making Btyb pay for it somehow.
That little bit of unbuildable and unwalkable terrain there beneath 3Crow's army is actually...
Quasith.
Oh, is he? Okay, Vornath. Yeah, I think you want some Vorvs here just to see if you can debuff the wardens and stuff on the siege.
And a little more tanky as well. Plus, they are mineral only, so it's kind of like a one-time cost.
Yep. It's only 75 gas as well, so that helps.
It does delay his long-awaited tier 2 a little bit.
Indeed, indeed.
But
well, the vassal count is still dropping.
There's only a couple of vagrants here, and they're kind of out in the front, so they just kind of die terribly. And now the wardens are dying.
Yeah, okay.
He does have some hydras here.
He's down to 4 wardens, and yeah, a lot of the Vespene that was spent here was spent down because of the hydras. If we can get after some of these static defenses for the Btyb Zerg, he should be able to actually breach this down. One of them does finish off to the right side, and Vassal's just finished up to distract the hydras a little bit. Remember, that's precious Vespene. A couple of those end up going down, and it must have just been a heartbreak. But I don't see how 3Crow can get himself out of this situation.
He's got to pull out the battle workers.
He does. He's got plenty extra.
He needs the battle workers.
Vagrants are tickling
the holy lattice.
Oh,
the desecration of the temple.
Are there any more reinforcements? Okay, we do have some more quasis coming out. They very inefficiently deal with things like wardens, but at this point, I think Btyb has done it. He's got his 3 bases up. He built enough larva production.
The workers are dying very terribly. A quasi has 3 worker kills soon before.
There it is. GG is called. 3Crow can't muster, and Btyb is able to strike back, dude. Revenge of the dad.
That was silly.
That was silly.
That really was like watching a fucking mirror. Holy shit. You were just like punching yourself.
I know.
It's just deranged.
That's what I like to see, man. I like to see the vassal spam. I like to see the quasi spam. You know, and think about it, right? They deviated. They were able to, you know, add in a couple of extra units. That is kind of the vision of Massacre, I guess, is that you use your limited Vespene to add some tech options, and then you're almost like, they're not actually hero units, but you can kind of think of them as elite units. It's like, what are you actually spending your limited gas on? Just like, what are you getting for effect? What kind of purchases can you get for effect? And you can imagine like getting a single phalanx. You think about the Palladium add-on, you think about the Fulcrum itself. That can be pretty challenging, right? But We'll have to see how things go in game number 2. I think at some point Btyb does play Terran here, so we'll be able to see check out what that goes for. But for now, we indeed do have Btyb as the, I'm going to say, vivid red Terran in the top left.
They've reversed positions.
Yes, and the Mason also spazzed out absolutely insanely, so I'm sure Btb's happy about that. Meanwhile, 3Crow down here in the bottom right as, oh man, is it Glacial or is it Alice Blue? I'm going to say Glacial, but it was Alice Blue. Fuck, god damn it, as the Alice Blue Protoss in the bottom left.
Annihilated.
So far, I'm you know, the vivid red one was actually harder for me to get in some ways. Like, that could have been Vermilion or Scarlet or
look at
anything.
I mean, on this tile set, everything looks kind of ballooned out.
Yeah. Well, either way, 3Crow will stick it out with the Protoss, and Btb's trying out all the different races. We love to see that.
Is he going to go Vassals again? Do I have to ask?
Yeah, that's an interesting situation to be in, because I guess the idea is that you spam out the. Wait, is Btyb? Okay, never mind. I was going to say, what is Btyb actually doing? But he's actually he was banking out a lot. Yeah, I was hoping for it. But you know, you think about it, the lattice takes a little bit longer to come online because it's 50 extra minerals, and then you can just build a watchdog to zone away the incoming vassal. Like, actually, you probably could go Ministry first in this. And thinking about how you can't build a quarry because it's so much Vespene.
You could
That's a legit option.
Go Grand library.
Oh yes, it's only 300
Just
or
build
300
amaranths.
minerals, I think. Dude, that's actually a legit option. I wish somebody would do that. What's he gonna do?
It's
Just a
like,
second
what are you
lattice.
gonna do? Build Cyprians and whatever? No, not really.
No, you probably need like Harak and Maverick and run the armor. Like, I'm trying to think about what you would do, but like, you get enough of the amaranths. By the way, Veek is testing this fix to pathfinding calculation, where there's a built-in 1.25 second delay on actually calculating a different pathway, which requires you to spam click your unit in order to find the more accurate path, which is one of the reasons why spam clicking up a ramp is so effective. It's one of the reasons. There are many reasons why StarCraft 1, that is the effective strategy. Part of it is the random animation delay. Part of it is the random order delay. Part of it is the fact that units move at different rates sometimes in their animation, like Dragoons.
Blizzard was just fucking obsessed with refusing you proper control over your goddamn units in this.
Yeah. So we've so far we've uncovered that the initial attempt was a little bit too aggro in the process. So we added a single, like there was one timer that was reduced that shouldn't have been reduced. That was probably for like unit collision or something. But I did do a little bit of testing. I have to do some more testing when it's a bit further along. I have to ask Veek about what his latest testing was. But yeah, that should actually make Melee a little bit more responsive. So just wanted to point that out there.
Yeah, it always felt to me like the pathing and the control in this game was more sluggish than everything else. And
yeah,
I just assumed it was just part of the whole, like, the directionality or something of it. But no, it's more large.
It sure is.
Somehow all these, like, little things I've never really, like, been able to vocalize turn out to actually be fucking real. And I don't know if I really should feel happy about that kind of thing, but there is an Ahmed trying to
set
some scribes on fire.
Hey, actually did some pretty good damage to the... despite the Warden putting damage onto him. The Vassals have been roving everywhere. They are going exactly the wrong direction, because even though he killed the Mason going back up to the top left, I think 3Crow thought that was a feint or something, and now Btyb is in tough shit. His initial attack with the 4 Mavericks, he like stimmed and then ran away from his enemy, so he ended up losing a Maverick needlessly, and I think that whole thing just kind of put him off on the wrong foot there, but... he's already put the fear of Todd into 3Crow. There's a second Warden coming.
If you see Vassals, I think you have to run.
Well, he's got a lot more Mavericks now. He could just, if this amount of Mavericks was in the enemy base, 3Crow would be dead, and it might still be dead once the Mavericks come down. So we'll see how that engagement goes. By the way, another unit you can make without any Vespian investment is the Golem, which might actually be compulsory here for 3Crow if the bio gets out of hand.
Yeah, Golems would help a lot actually, because they're pretty beefy and they'll give you some shields.
First Vespian expended by Btyb is for a Fulcrum. Might end up adding a scrapyard or something. 11 Vassals are moving out. Where's the stem? What's the reaction? Now Btyb just goes for the A move and immediately trades out 3 Vassals for 2 Mavs. We'll take that trade.
It's 2 Wardens here, which will probably keep him safe. The real question is how many Vassals does he lose in the process?
Yeah. Oh. Well, he pushes that timer button. You got to watch out. I'd be charging forward a little bit more aggro and chaining together another one of those stems, but he's focusing down on the production. He's not stemming again. This is starting to become a little bit flaccid from the dad. Which is weird, because I swear it works. He is a dad, after all.
Well, maybe he is like a lizard and had to grow another one. He isn't quite ready yet. Oh, and everything's dead.
He did get 1 Vassal. It wasn't entirely...
He's making a Goliath.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like his Watchdog is blocking some of his mining, which is not ideal. But I also feel like the Goliath is not necessarily the answer, but he's going to go ahead and add a treasury here. Huh. I guess he just wants to be able to return more minerals, but like...
he's terrified.
He's so undersaturated. I'm only now realizing this, but yeah, he needs to build way more workers.
He's been idle for a while on worker production.
Yeah.
Plus, one of them is leading the charge down here.
Yes, I think he's going to go ahead and set up a battle anchor. The Goliath is all he's got for defense, along with that 1 Watchdog. He's got a couple of Mavericks that just popped up. I think it will be tickled, Mess. There's 15 Vassals incoming.
Here they are.
Go after the workers. These are losses that he can ill afford.
Oh my God.
Stem the Mavs.
No. Btyb's workers.
Neblime's countrymen.
Oh, it's horrible. He's down to 12. That's 1 less than what he had. No, he's back up to 13.
There we go.
Big gains, big gains.
All right, Watchdog on the front line. His Mavericks are going to see what they can do to contain. Look at that, catching 2 vassals almost for free. Only 4 remaining on the rest of it. And obviously, if that Watchdog finishes before these other ones come home, I don't know. This is actually looking
draw the
kind of
line.
good.
He's going to make some wardens out here in the front.
I like this from Btyb. This is good play. He needs to put down another Watchdog immediately. No, don't lift it. What are you doing, you psychopath?
Oh my God,
you lunatic! You insane person!
Oh no!
Oh my
the
God!
vassals murdered everyone.
And the Mavs didn't even stim. Oh man!
Everyone got destroyed in 2010. Oh,
I can't believe it.
didn't need those proxy cannons after all.
Wait, he spent 100 Vespian on a quarry. What a crazy guy. That was like a series of insane choices.
Listen, he's really about that saturation.
No, he isn't. He's got 13 fucking workers.
He's about that saturation.
3 has the same number of vassals as Btyb has workers, dude. That's definitely not the case. Well, Ben is,
I think it's very fitting that 3 Crows expansion is just 2 Gordons right now.
I fucking love this. Oh, a 3rd one. Why not? You know, that's all.
3.
That is actually. Oh no.
It's
150. 150. Dude, this is literally.
Oh no! The scribe, the battle worker. Oh, the lobster got fucking annihilated.
Dude, I'm trying to do the math here.
Look at the repeating tiles up here. Oh my goodness! Look at that cliff.
You need it.
That's like a mark of shame.
You got it. That's the unbuildable tile, dude.
The one unbuildable tile inside the cliff.
Yep. It's technically
some of the palade up there on those trees or whatever look kind of fucked.
I promise.
There's also a fuck tile right to the left in the corner of the ramp, near those cannons. There's actually 2 fuck tiles there.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's no blends exist for that yet. Oh, the signs haven't been repaleted yet, so that's definitely something that needs to be done.
Oh, is that what's fucked?
Yeah, north of the Wardens.
Yeah, it's the signs. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, this one.
Oh no, there's only 3. Look at all that saturation that just went.
He had built 4 workers since.
Oh my God, Cyclops.
Uh-oh.
Man, how does Btyb have so low workers? I know that he's been attacked.
Went up for a moment. Oh my God.
Hey, there's an idle Cyclops over there.
Oh, the workers are all flooding in front of the vassals, offering themselves. Oh, the Cyclops.
Man, this is brutal. This is devastation. 3 still hasn't put a Nexus down. 3 is like, hey, wait a second.
No, not the quarry!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Devastation. Annihilation.
Absolutely massacred.
Yeah. Hence the name.
That was traumatic. How will Btyb answer this?
I think he'll, I'm not sure, actually. I think
no, his remaining workers.
Nah,
no, the Cyclops.
It was the Cyclops. He's trying. He's trying.
He's going to be out of money soon.
Oh my God, 3 workers! 2 workers! 1 worker!
Where's the last worker?
It's in the natural.
Expansion. 1 vassal, 1 worker, 1 destiny!
Nah.
He's heading home. Bye.
Don't worry, there's another one in production.
It's okay. Meanwhile, 3 expansion is...
What the fuck?
I
can't
but
believe
they're going
I'm
to be too little, too late.
No, there's no way.
Build the gateway.
That's right.
Use the vassal.
Stem the Mavericks. No.
You can't stem the Mavericks. Can you kill them all before it's too late? Oh my God, the vassals have arrived. Now they got to kill the Goliath that has 7 kills.
They will get it.
It died.
Yeah, the Warden stole the kill. What the hell? That's rude. No, I don't think that happened, but it would have been funny. Well, 3 on the board. That was an insane game.
That was unbelievably deranged.
I did like 1 worker, 1 vassal, 1 destiny. Unfortunately, that vassal just fucked right off.
Yeah, it just left.
And there was another one.
Maybe he had I think enough money to make 2 more for a total of 3, but he was.
He didn't cancel the Maverick in production, so he actually only had enough for 1, which is pretty funny.
Rip.
Well, we're going into speaking of 3, game 3
3.
This is a best of 3. It will determine who is who.
Who is
and
3?
who is 3. Btyb is in the cross spawns position, bottom right, as as the fuck Terran. And I think this is Tyrion purple yet again for our Protoss. Yeah, 3 crow in the top left. 3 crow knows. And hey, I got tricked before, but I'm not gonna get tricked again. This is Glacial. Thank fucking God I guessed Glacial and not Alice Blue. Holy shit. All right, I technically have 100%, sorry, above 50% guessing rate. So that's good.
That's not 69 though.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It was 1-1, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2. Yes, it was 4-2. Btyb should, this is when you type that. It's pretty funny because I'm in Massachusetts, and this is Massacre on mass destruction, and that's 3.
That's mass. Boy is thick. His ass be clapping like the crowd.
Yeah, that reminds me of the fact.
Mines.
I was, unfortunately, I was on a call, and so 3 crow pinged at Fraud Monarch Gooners ? And I was so fucking disgusted. I had to like tell the person I'd be right back and then go to the bathroom. I could not handle that. Fucking disgusting. I also don't know what the hell Giat means, but it's also vile.
That
hey,
clip
Sims.
there is kind of fucked.
Which one?
It's in the corner of that ramp that the SCV just passed.
There's no tile for that either. Very sad.
Yeah,
Dude, you should have seen. You should have seen the way that this map fucking didn't work before. Holy fuck, dude. The conversion on this map was so painful.
Well, that vision was painful because the Mason almost went into the fog of war.
Which vision?
That was fucked. I don't even know how that happened. That was weird. The fog of war update was so slow in that one corner. It was really strange. I guess there was a pause or something.
Sure was, but don't worry. They're Sims. I love Sims.
Oh, no, it's not Vassals.
Sims
I'm not
ally.
sure I can handle it.
Well, I guess if you get some Harakans, you should actually be fine here as Btyb. He is making a fast vulture. He's going to go for the mines, I think.
Tickling.
Sim tickle.
Tickle, tickle.
Btyb has the opportunity to attack the Simulacrum to give him his enemy a free 3 Vespene and a Sim, but did not go for it for some reason. It's weird. He went for it for me. He did me a lot of solids with that.
He's very selective about who he invests in.
Yeah, that's true. He has invested a lot in.
Does creating a lobster give you gas?
No. Well, maybe. Let's find out. Let's watch his gas. We'll have to try to separate whether or not he's about to get some. He's about to be tickled, so. 55. Wait for it.
I think it did.
Yeah, it does. There you go. Vultures are fucking OP, boys. Confirmed. Check that out.
Oh my god.
Look at this. Tickle that worker to
Spidey.
death. No, you didn't kill that worker. It takes 3 hits, not 2.
That's 3.
Don't you dare target the Sim.
Just saying, Vulture Micro could be insane.
No! 3 gas.
You know, I think that simulacrums fulfill my vor needs.
It's funny you say that because I was talking with Veek about a plan to change the unit a little bit. And I was thinking about how... oh, by the way, the balancing act for the Vulture mine is that when you kill it, it also gives you gas. Unless it detonates. If it detonates, it doesn't give anybody gas. It's pretty big, actually. Skill issue. But yeah, the thing I was thinking about just now about the Sim is that we're probably going to update it so that it has like 110 health or something ridiculous, but deals way less damage. And the idea
their damage
will be,
is already kind of
it's pretty low.
Low. It's a slow attack speed.
It's fairly fast attack speed. That's like number of attacks per second. So we're probably going to drop it to 5 and then
I mean, it's slower
See
than
where
the
it goes.
Zealots. Because the attack
No, it's
speed
attack
is
speed.
13333.
That's
Yeah,
the
that was
no.
exactly.
Higher attack speed means more attacks.
Oh, I've been reading it wrong all this time.
No. Cooldown is what you're thinking of, where a lower number is better. But as you can see, this is working out very, very good for Btyb. He's absolutely slapping this Protoss army a lot.
He's getting some investments here.
But there's also about 40 Wardens warping in back at home. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't phased by literally like a wall of Wardens. Somehow, it was precisely what I expected.
Oh my God, no. Oh, he got one.
Man.
There you go. That's not bad. Hey, no mischance up the ramp. What the fuck is this? A good game? Well, that's what Btyb is trying to find out now, but he's just given up over a lot of sims.
Oh my God, they're increasing.
Now he's going to turn on him and see if he can fight, but he didn't stim. He didn't hit the stim key, so now his units are going to die. It's almost like he's not using the unit. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, they keep multiplying. There's fucking thousands of them.
I hope so.
It's okay. He's got some Ahmed over here idling, just waiting for Freakro to walk into this. Oh my God. Oh.
Lay the mines. Get the gas.
Oh, they're increasing.
Don't worry. That's free farming.
Oh, the bee farm. It's unbelievable.
Get him. Fuck him up. Oh my God. I can't believe he didn't fuck him up.
Emerge from me, Daddy.
It
Meanwhile,
expanded.
The amount of Wardens is increasing.
Sure is, dude.
But Btyb is down to 10 gas because he built a phalanx.
Oh, hell yeah. So the Palladium is pretty expensive, but each phalanx is 75 gas. So some quick maths that I'm totally not launching my calculator for. You need...
I mean, I would.
You need... So I think you... So you would need... I'm going to say 13 stockades. And you can train 13 Hurricanes. And then you can train another 13 Hurricanes. And then you'll have enough gas just from that to make a phalanx. That's not counting all of the other things you're building.
That's the hit 'em up / meat build.
Yeah. You're replacing the Eidolon with the phalanx because it's more significant individually.
Yeah.
I was also thinking how you could you'd have to add on a vestry to the stockade so you could get some clerics because clerics are mineral only. But the add-on is a gas cost.
If we see mass sim against a handful of phalanx, is that going to be like Warhammer 40k?
Nah. Watch out for that battle worker, Btyb.
It's gonna build more cannons in some nondescript corner of the map. Btyb will be none the wiser.
All right, here's the deployment here of the phalanx. I like how an unrelated zealot took aggro because the other ones were on hold pause. That just always looks funny.
Now he's got to use the phalanx to split his sim.
He should probably get that bad boy up the ramp, but currently
he's scared of ramps.
Hey, he's got way more workers than he had in the last game, so that's good.
That's true.
No, Ahmed.
Oh, they're increasing.
So the real trick to sieging with a phalanx, sieging a Protoss base, is you need to have two phalanxes, and you got to stagger their fire, otherwise flash shielding kicks in. Oh, but that phalanx is just going to get focused down. Ahmed tries his best. There were no mines laid despite all the vultures. But this fight should still be swung for the Terran. Especially if he charges forward with a stem. There you go.
It's like 80 fucking Wardens.
No, he has no idea about that, but now he's figured it out. The stem expires, he falls on back.
Oh my God, but he's getting tickled.
He is indeed. All those sims are so low. If he just turns and fights them, that's...
Yeah, most of them have single digit or just over 2-digit health.
Pretty absurd. Dude, the mineral count is insane. How many more stockades could we see? How many more gateways and grand libraries?
So much money.
I can't believe he's making a Madrigal versus Simulacra. Are you a lunatic? How many sims do you want to fight, my man? My brother in Christ. It takes two shots of the Madrigal, I think, to breach the sim shields, maybe 3. And then you just have infinity sims, bro. There's no hope. I can't believe he's doing
I had
that.
a good interaction. I think it was against Sublime doing something like that. Where he His magical hit my sim. I think this was the old magical too, but it still
Yeah.
hit like 20 sims, and they just split into a million sims with like no health, and he just freaked out.
Yeah, because then
just
one
so
more
many of
salvo
them.
would just break all of the Sims too.
Yeah, there were so many. Oh my god, he built another embassy out in the middle of nowhere,
I like
and
that.
a million wardens.
So he does have a couple Cantavis here. That's what he spent a lot of his Vespine on. So that is going to allow him to storm.
Gas. Oh, he had
Oh,
69 gas.
He had it. Then he
Okay.
trained some more units. He
All right.
He really should be placing the Vulture Mines. I bet he didn't realize that they give you Vespine.
Cantavis Micro, are you prepared for these sims to duplicate?
All right, deployment crawl. There's buildable terrain over here. He could put an anchor or something, but he doesn't want to.
Oh,
Storm!
oh my god!
Storm! Oh, that was most of his army.
Well, yeah, Magical is, I think, safely deployed.
He's
okay,
out.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay.
Oh, he
He
did
was
add a lot of
nowhere near the
stockades. But if he did add a lot of stockades back in
Yeah,
home.
he's got some stockades. This should
Getting his
just
third
build nothing
base.
but Ahmed, really, but
Yeah.
he's not man enough.
So Btyb is showing me a lot of Btyb tiles. I mean, they're my tiles. I fucked them up, but Btyb is discovering them. Therefore,
They
I
are
think they are Btyb
like tiles of worship,
Yeah.
shrines,
It works out.
monuments. Meanwhile, the horde of mortally injured simulacrum inch across the map.
Here we go. The
towards
magical is here
the
to split
magical.
them.
Oh no.
Oh my god. It's happening.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They
man.
died, and now they're multiplying. He got back all the sims, and at about the same health the originals were.
You know, if those vultures were free of the rest of the group, they could dive forward and try to shark down the Cantavis, just like Brood War.
But instead, they're standing in the storm, dying miserably.
Oh my god.
Yeah, multiply the sims. You could technically create a sim farm. Oh no, maybe you can't because the storm, I guess, won't split them.
Yeah, friendly damage. Oh, absolutely devastated. Oh,
Oh my god, they have
Oh, no, they're all on top of each other.
Oh.
No, another storm. Yeah, ooh.
These are the scrappiest fights imaginable for people with over 2,000 minerals.
I know. There's like 5 units on the field. What the hell's going on? And obviously, there's...
This is like a micro map, and they have like fucking treasuries just bursting at the seams here.
Yeah.
Freak Road could just plop down like 5 grand libraries. And it's got like 10 more sims coming.
Oh my god, he had 11 workers idling in the bottom left he just ordered. By the way, that repeating
the
tile
embassy is
down
there
there.
so you can idle them faster.
The repeating tile in the sand is
Yeah,
unbuildable.
it's just there to make more
just so you know.
gas. Kind of like a mess.
Just thinking.
Yeah, there is some repeating tiles.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. There are some Ahmed this time.
Ahmed.
Here comes the Cantavis.
Yeah, nice storm.
my God.
Now, there's just... I think even without the storm, this is a one fight for the Protoss.
Now he's zoned himself out. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Buys time for the Ahmed cycle. But that's it. There's no... there's only combat units. Yeah, okay, no combat units being made right now. 7 Huracan, 2 Vulture. No mines. Play up the mines, lay the mines, get the gas. He's actually got a lot of gas, but he's not spending it on anything yet.
He's not sure. I think he just needs more Ahmed. So much more Ahmed.
Okay. Okay, initial shot. Where's the storm?
Ahmed.
All right. Now you fall back. More Huracans
the
charge
Cantavis!
forward. No, he's not burning the Cantavis. Burn that
Oh my
witch.
god, the Sims. Oh my god, they're multiplying.
Oh, GG is called.
It's a massacre. A man to the bitter end. He never made a single foot.
I can't believe it. Yeah, he refused. He was the pregnant man all along. Btyb. Becoming the double dad.
Both players raised a single structure. I think it was a watchdog and a warden.
Yeah, that's right. Holy shit, that's funny. Well, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Well, I went back out of the score screen a little bit prematurely here for the cast, but I'll just use this as an opportunity to prove and advertise that indeed there are people playing this game, so you should download it and maybe some of them you'll be playing on some crazy custom game mode like that. Also, we have a regular competitive mode, if you didn't know. But that's the set. We do have a 2-1 with 3 Crow taking the lead. I will say he did not win versus Btyb's Zerg, so Btyb can at least pat himself on the back and say, "Hell yeah, I zerged him." So that was pretty cool. What do you think of Massacre?
That was definitely pretty goofy. Definitely reminiscent of when we played. When we played, it was a lot more drawn out and just absolutely balls to the wall insanity with fucking circus and anchors. It was really funny to see him not build anchors this time. But yeah, the Sims were pretty funny. Definitely accelerated because you definitely get more gas in this than when we played, where it was like I basically have to kill up like 200 quasis to do anything in the map. So it just was really stupid. It's obviously like a mutation. It's completely different than the standard game, but in some ways it kind of like teaches you to be really, really careful with your resources too. So you can float like 2,000 minerals, but if you're gonna buy a phalanx, you better not lose it to a handful of Sims.
No kidding. Yeah. I also think in general that one of the things I want to see out of some of these game modes, be it Massacre or the Turning or some of the other stuff that's been being cooked up behind the scenes, I really want to see some team games, because I think these rules make it really bizarre, and like the strange interactions of like suddenly you have to think about how your army is like a potential resource for your enemy in like an actual resource way and not like a combat resource way. That there's something about that that's kind of interesting. And then it's not predictable income. It's very much context dependent income, which I don't think works as like a normal game mechanic. Because if we try to build an entire game around that probably wouldn't be very good. But for a fun game mode that's just a little wacky, I think it's interesting. This is the kind of mutator thing that you might see in some more modern games.
And somehow, at least in the context of what I've played and what I've seen, it manages to be relatively balanced.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's
funny
the weird
that
part.
Right, because it's all the different races, but it's still like there's just different things each race can do.
Yeah, like maybe it gets kind of fucked later on, especially when you can just kind of generate gas by building nothing but lobsters. But it's still interesting to see for sure.
Indeed. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will conclude today's cast. I hope you were entertained. We'll be back pretty soon with some more. There was that Turning FFA. There were some games between the Shambler and Mystery Meat that we want to cast. So plenty of stuff in the pipe. Of course, Tyrant's Tale also continues. We actually got some results in for that today that I will obviously be eager to unbox and present whenever we get around to doing that. I think we had 2 out of the 4 sets played. Oh no, actually that's not true. Yeah, we only have 1 set remaining to be played. It's the Hit 'em Up Shambler game. So join us for that one when we cast it at some point this week. Probably.
Game. I'm looking forward to that one.
Game. Me too, man. Me too. That's going to be played on Sunday. So yeah, GG's. You'll probably be able to see some of the discussion of the aftermath of that game, the seismic implications of the keyboard events that are hit. Will probably leak out into the general chat. So maybe that might spoil some things like the outcome. I don't know, but we'll find out. Anyway, some interesting stuff there for you guys to chew on and wait for. Until then, GG's. And Mesk, thank you once again for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. Smoke weed every day.